I'm Louise Moody. I'm Professor of Health Design and Human Factors at Coventry University. I'm co-PI of the project with Andy Cobley, and I specialise in design related research. So I've been involved with lots of the work packages, and we lead it from the Coventry perspective, so a lot of involvement in terms of project management as well as from the design and evaluation of the products. Andy, I know, specialises in material science. I've worked in the School of Art and Design at Coventry University for a very long time, and a lot of my research relates to assistive technology projects, which are focused on older adults and the needs they have in terms of maintaining their health and independence. So really it's about bringing all those things together through one project, and looking at how both the design and advances in the material could really benefit older adults across Europe. Yes, I think so. I think it's been really interesting because we've got designers coming from a number of different perspectives. So it's actually probably exceeded in many ways because it hasn't followed the path that we perhaps anticipated at the beginning because of the number of disciplines and sub-disciplines that are involved. I think one of the interesting things is just that diversity of perspective in terms of probably different countries, in terms of different sub-disciplines of design, different meanings of the word, different applications. So it's been interesting to see how that's evolved as the project's gone on, and how we've handled differently the ability to work across specialisms, but also to work with quite a lot of constraints that are still unknown. So there's a lot of evolving science and technology coming on board, so we're having to work with relatively limited knowledge. So yeah, it's been interesting. Well, I think everybody's been very adaptable. I think we've changed the plan as we've gone, as we've understood more about it. And I think we'll have to continue to do that. And we've come up with a number of kind of plan A, plan B, plan C scenarios for when things might not necessarily work out as we expect, particularly as the science unfolds as the project progresses. I think it's been critical in this project. The nature of the funding is we're looking at how we bring the artistic and the creative in alongside the material development. And the design management process has been really important to help that translation and the interaction between those two things. As I said, we've got a lot of countries, we've got a lot of different partners, they come from a number of different backgrounds, different sectors. And so I think it's the design management approach that's helping to integrate and encourage people to work together and give a process and a set of tools that help create the shared vision for the project, which when you're coming from such diverse disciplines can be quite hard to do, I think. I guess one of the priorities for Europe is the ageing population. It's important to all the countries we work in. And we've done a lot of previous research looking at some of the problems that exist for people as they get older, and whilst wanting to remain independent in their own homes, that's increasingly difficult for people. We're also very aware of the amount of assistive technology that's developed that might not meet the needs of the user and is abandoned, meaning it can't have the benefits for which it's been designed for. So an important ethos within the project is really trying to develop products that meet the needs of the user and are attractive and desirable. Keen to avoid it being too technology and science driven, which is obviously incredibly important to the nature of the project, but the design ethos is very much about bringing those end users and wider stakeholders into the design process and ensuring that we've got people involved throughout every stage of the project, and hopefully therefore our products better meet their needs, hence improving their health and well-being. Okay, the challenges. I think the challenges are working with very different disciplines and combining what might be quite procedural type methods alongside creative ones where we've had to respond at the time. Working across 9 different countries is challenging. Working with 20 partners is challenging. And those partners, as I've said, they come from different subject specialisms, but they also come from different types of organisation. So we're trying to bring together the commercial way of working alongside the research and scientific method, and that in itself can be a challenge, I think. Well, I think one of the things that will change is we've worked with some of the partners before, but not a lot of them. And so I think that's one of the things that will change in terms of how we work together as a consortium, the projects we follow on with, and the way in which we bring together the different disciplines. Yes, so a lot of our research, well, all our research is user-centred or user-driven. And we work with a diverse range of users across age ranges and across health conditions in particular. So yes, I've worked with older adults before, particularly interested in dementia, but in this context, just working with older adults to understand the range of different needs they have, and actually working with them on this project, it's not just been about what their immediate health or independence needs are, but very much about projecting into the future. What are their concerns as they age, as they fear losing their independence? And we've tried to work with older adults kind of across the span of older age as well, not just focusing on those that are already perhaps reduced in terms of independence, but younger older adults too. Recognising that there's quite diverse needs in terms of the support that's needed, but also in terms of acceptance of technology and the willingness to engage with smart technology in particular.